Bob and Brad Crew. The Bob and Brad Crew.
God, Mike is such an old bat.
Just hanging around. You want to come hang out with me?
No.
Oh, should we get this review started?
Sure.
All the blood's pooling into my head.
That's probably a good thing. Howdy, folks!
Oh my gosh, it's getting worse.
You hate it when I say that, and I'm going to do it
do.
every time. We're the Bob and Brad Crew. I'm Alex.
Hi, Mike.
And we're offering product reviews directly related to your health, fitness, and overall well-being.
In our unbiased opinion, it's like an auctioneer there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can gravity boots help my back pain? That's a big question right there.
It is.
The Tonyko Anti-Gravity Inversion Boots.
So it's not really a full boot, and no, you can't just not have gravity anymore. But
Yep.
kind of like a shin guard, I would say.
Kinda. They're interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of look like a torture device here.
Price on these is $40.98. You get a pair for that price. These are pretty basic ones, I would say.
Sure. And with the price there, you know, this is kind of a traction device. Teeter makes traction devices, and those are like over $500. So.
Teeter also makes a version of these, too.
Do they really?
They do.
Oh.
I didn't buy theirs, but we got these ones.
All right. The selling points. They say you can relieve your back pain and muscle tightness. We're going to get into that, aren't we, Mike?
Yes, we'll get into all this as we go on. We'll also show how to put them on correctly and how to hang upside down like I was earlier correctly.
All right.
It also can separate a compressed spinal discs, which, you know, basically performs traction.
That's one of the big goals of traction is to, you know, to relieve pressure on those discs.
Yep.
If you're having back pain. You can work out with your abs. You can do abs while you're, you know,
Yep, you can
in
do
the position, vertical position.
inverted ab crunches if you want. They're actually pretty challenging. These have a 330-pound weight capacity. If I was 330 pounds, I don't know if I could get up there. But, I mean, I guess if you're like an NFL lineman, you might be able to.
Back to the abs, hanging vertically and doing abs.
Yeah.
I can just see Bob and Brad saying, don't do that. Can't you just see Brad just cringing?
Well, yeah, but Brad also has back pain. So.
Yeah, true. This works with any, you know, you need a pull-up bar, obviously, to hang vertically. And it works with any standard pull-up bar that's 1 to 1.5 inches in diameter. So.
We actually have a homemade pull-up bar that Brad made, so it even works on that one.
Mm-hmm.
The inside diameter of these on the interior side is 3 7/8. The outside total diameter is 6.5 inches. The length is 7 1/4 inches. And then the pad's thickness is 1 1/4 inches, if you're curious.
I always wonder if people actually give a darn about
Well, I
numbers
guess
like
if
that.
you have
but
really big legs, you might not be able to fit in there. So
I
you're going to have to
suppose.
measure the circumference of your legs.
I suppose. The rating, 4.3 out of 5 stars on Amazon, 739 reviews. So people use these things.
Yeah, they do
so.
work. So we're getting to some of the negatives here. The biggest negative, I would say, is if you really have severe back pain, like really bad, you can barely walk, you're not going to be able to get in that position without it hurting a lot.
Right. Liz and I were watching Mike climb in that position, and I thought Spider-Man was in the room. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, you have to have some strength and mobility and agility to get into the position to do it.
You were breathing like a person who smoked for 80 years after you got
Maybe
off.
I smoke in my free time.
These straps are not adjustable. The clasp here, I mean, it's one position. Make sure you have the little safety thing down, by the way.
Yep, they're not like, you know, a snow boot you can clamp and make tighter
Yep.
and tighter. There's only one lock position. So if you have really tiny
Yeah, I
ankles,
would think that'd be an issue.
they recommend putting more padding in there, so maybe
Ah.
putting a towel in there or having like thicker pants on or thick socks. Obviously, if you have really small feet, you might not fit into these. That's going to be a negative. Also, if you have too big of feet, you can't clamp it. You know, if you have like a lot of edema or something, you're not going to be able
Sounds
to
like a
clamp it either.
lawsuit waiting to happen.
So someone else complained that the padding wears out. It is like a thick foam pad. It is very soft, but I could see, you know, if you're putting a lot of pressure hanging for long periods of time,
Yep.
it might start to wear out after a while, like any foam would.
Yep. I'd say the biggest negative, you know, in my book is, I mean, there's no orienting yourself to totally vertical. I mean, you're going totally vertical.
Yeah, so
you
like
can't go at an angle.
an inversion table, like we've done on the teeter ones, are nice because you can slowly
Yep.
go different angles of being hung upside down, basically. By
You can
your
just
feet.
go past horizontal a little bit if you want to
Yep,
start.
and it'll perform traction. It's a much more controlled way, especially if you have back pain. So if you're someone with serious back pain and you're not, you know, flexible or agile enough to get in this position, I would look into inversion tables.
Absolutely.
But these definitely work for certain people.
Yep. Yep.
Someone also did complain that the hook bent on them. And I couldn't
wouldn't be
find
good.
what it was made out of. Someone kept saying it was steel. Someone said it was strong aluminum. I actually don't know because the instructions came and they're all in Chinese, so I couldn't read one single word of it.
I would guess aluminum, just looking at it.
They're
But
pretty. I mean,
I'm
I
probably-
can't just bend it
I'm
like
probably
this.
wrong.
You're gonna have to hang pretty hard.
all right, are we into positives?
No, it also gives a lot
Oh.
of ankle distraction as well.
Okay,
If you're not
sorry.
accustomed to that or have an ankle injury, it does put a lot of pressure on your ankle. Just to FYI.
Who the heck is accustomed to ankle distraction? What, do you have your
Me,
girlfriend
all
pull
the
on your
time.
ankles all the time?
Gymnast, maybe.
I suppose. All right, positives. This does apply spinal traction. Works just like a traction table if you're.
Yep.
You
It's
know.
just that you're basically completely upside down.
Yep, and getting in the position's a pain. But
You can also do a core workout with it. Like I said,
there's
can,
a guy at your gym that does core workouts hanging
there
upside down.
is. You can work your rectus abdominis. You can get your obliques a bit. We'll kind of show all these at the end. It also comes with a strap to help get in position. I'll kind of show how you use that as well. It just makes it a little bit easier when you're trying to hang upside down part.
Yep.
And it is recommended that you only hang for 30 seconds to 2 minutes at a time. A lot of blood is pooling to your head when you're completely inverted. So if you have any contraindications like high blood pressure or you have issues with that, you probably do not want to invert.
Yep.
Also, they recommend using a closed fixed bar, not like an open-ended one, just in case you were to somehow slide off the ends, I guess.
I would say I would just say, do this in slow motion.
Yeah.
Be careful. I did it by yourself.
A lot of people I see that use these are typically people that work out quite a bit, and maybe they do a lot of heavy lifting, heavy squats. You're compressing your spine a lot. So this is a way that you can kind of relax your back, get some decompression in there, and relax. That's honestly where I've seen most people that use these. And for them, I think it's a great thing because it's a lot cheaper than an inversion table.
Right.
Like I feel relief tension in my back when I'm hanging upside down. It's just I'm only do it for a few minutes and I have to get in the position. So.
Well, yeah, I think anybody that could get in the position safely would benefit from doing this daily. So,
Right.
but yeah, $40 compared to $550. I like the $40 better.
So I will show how to put these on and how to get hanging upside down.
All right, I'm gonna put this one on.
You want the hook to face forward on your shins, and you're going to put it so it's going this way, because once you're upside down, you're going to be hanging from that way, so you need the hook to hook onto the bar. So all I do is put it on, put the clamp here, I fasten it, which is pretty self-explanatory, and then there's a little protective guard so it doesn't come unclamped, and you just put that up. So that's how you put them on. All right, first thing, you're going to put the strap over the bar because if you forget it, you're going to be hanging upside down without the strap. So we have a wall here, so I can kind of shimmy up the wall, but in a normal gym or at your house, if you don't have a wall available, you have to get to a pull-up position, and then you have to be able to get your feet up to the bars, which is a bit of an ab exercise in itself. I can just shimmy up the wall here. So I hook them in, make sure I'm secured. Make sure I'm secured. Then what you want to do is grab the string, and then you can slowly lower yourself down. And now I'm completely inverted. Look, Mom, no hands. So hang like this for 30 seconds to 2 minutes at a time. I'm getting a lot of traction in my spine. I'm getting a little traction in my ankles. It doesn't really bother me. I don't feel like I'm going to fall at all. You can hold on to the rope if you want to feel more secure. But if you want to do like some inverted crunches, all you'd have to do is crunch up like this. You can go more to the side to hit your obliques if you want. But that's the way you can do ab exercise. And when you're done, the easiest way to get back up is just pull yourself up the rope, get to the pull-up bar again, and just lift your feet down. Yeah, so that's how you get in and out. And get out of breath and lightheaded.
Subscribe to us.
Check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Parler.
Parler.
And hit the bell for notifications when we put up a new video.
Thank you.
Thanks.
The Bob and Brad Crew. The Bob and Brad